Shalom to the elect. Kal halalim la Yahweh 𝐤𝐄𝐕.𝐄𝐄𝐕.𝐄𝐄𝐄. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well. This video from the channel called Transcentral, but this is a ZZ Mills show featuring Samantha. Samantha's the one you can see right now on the screen. From age 16, I lost my way and I was groomed into the sex industry. Okay. So she's now giving a testimony, and it starts off when she's very young. Okay. It's a little weird because she goes on about saying how, her upbringing as a child wasn't too bad, she's basically trying to say it wasn't too left. But really that doesn't, because of course, if you don't know already, man, then you gotta know this now. All right, the sex industry is filled with women who was young girls. In fact, let's try that again. It's filled with young girls and women. Okay, let me just clarify that. It's filled with very young girls and women who haven't actually willingly, they didn't necessarily willingly put themselves into the industry in the manner in which it's been orchestrated, but they definitely had a very they basically had a quote unquote upbringing or raising up from their families that didn't particularly go too well. Oftentimes you see, quote unquote daddy issues, or you see at least broken homes, or at least drug addiction in their family, some kind of abuse, and it all leads into the porn industry in some manner or another. And when she was younger, this Samantha, this sister here, she didn't actually say that there was any abuse when she was young. So I guess she's talking about when she's 12, 13 or whatever. But as she starts to grow up, she starts to hang around with the wrong people, man. And her own choice of words, in fact, was that, as you're growing up, you get to choose and whatever. And she said that, she chose the dark side. Not to ruin this video or whatever, you can go check it out. I actually have watched this whole video. I'm just going through clips, see if I can get some excerpts for the video as well. I originally actually watched Brother 𝐤𝐿𝐋 from Zebulon Warrior 144 and GMS Prisons of Hope. Well, the GMS Prisons of Hope is the original video posted, and Brother 𝐤𝐿𝐋 did the video. And if I put both these two videos in the description box below, Yahweh 𝐤𝐿𝐿𝐿. Okay, but she said herself, she willingly went into a crowd that could lead to these things. Maybe not exactly this thing, but when you get caught up in wickedness, it just sort of adds up like a pile, man. It's like a dunghill, man. You tolerate one piece of shit, all of a sudden you've just got shit everywhere, man. Let's get scripture. So this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, and verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. For they sleep not except they have done mischief. You see, that's what Esau is like, man. You can't sleep unless he's raped somebody, stole, and pillaged from people, man. And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. See, unless they rise up and watch you fall, they can't, man. They just can't handle it, bro. They can't go through their day. That's what the wicked are like, man. Verse 17, for they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day. Because his word is a light, man. The way of the wicked is as darkness. They know not at what they stumble. Okay? And you can see that the way of the wicked is as darkness. And she's being as the wicked, and she's walking in a place of darkness. It says that they know not at what they stumble. She didn't even know what she was stumbling on and what she was stumbling into, man. Because she didn't have that light to guide her path. Okay? And she went into the ways of the wicked, man. And this video, she's basically going through how it all started. She was younger, she met this very old woman. Well, not very old, but older than her. She was, the woman was 25, and I think she was around, damn, I don't even remember. You can watch the video though. And it was under 18. I believe it was under 14. I think it may have been 13, maybe 14. Let's say around there, okay? And then this 25-year-old started stripping around her, doing basically that was their way of grooming her, shaping her to be like, this is how you should be, such and such, you know what I'm saying? And to kind of make her have a sexualized mind, and she was just eating up. Eve's like that, man. Eve's just kind of whimsical. They just, ooh, look, this is weird. This is weird. It's exciting, but no one's getting hurt, allegedly. At least not yet. You know, that's what the wicked's like. You know, no one's getting hurt yet. Okay? No one's getting hurt yet. But now look, man, she's giving a testimony on some YouTube show saying that she fucked up, basically, man, by trusting these fucking devils. And as time goes by, she starts to go into things like Babe Station, which is basically this calling. It's not around no more, but it's this calling thing that people used to. I remember, like in high school, people used to make jokes about it. It's one of those like you call, you know, those calling talk things where you talk to broads on the fucking TV, and they pretend that they give a fuck, and you're just there like, yeah, man, I wanna, yeah, all that shit, you know, fucking yeah, man. So she was there as a quote unquote minor of this world, you know, and they didn't ask for age or nothing. They just kind of brought her in, as she said. That's a common thing that happens around right now because human trafficking is a very big thing amongst the porn industry. In fact, when you look at the word pornography, in fact, let's do that right now. Okay, so the word pornography on Etsy Online, ancient obscene painting, especially in temples of Bacchus. That's from 1842, and that's from temples of Bacchus. That's a good one, man. You know, that's a good point to make, I should say. All right, so from Greek pornographos, one depicting prostitutes, and obviously the word graphos. I'm sure you know the word grapho by now. From graphene to write. Okay, porne, prostitute, originally bought, purchased with an original notion, probably a female slave sold for prostitution, and that's what's going on right now. Okay, these bras, they get trafficked around, they get money for it, they get taken care of in such manner by people, by Edomites, by Amalekites commonly, to do these obscene sexual acts, and they just go with the flow, man. They just get abused, and they're like, fuck it, why not? I get paid, this, that, the other. There's nothing else going on from life. How can I even leave now? How can I escape? My face is everywhere. This is a common thing, man. All right. In fact, in this video, she mentions the Samantha sister. She even mentions about how there's 15-year-olds that have been like pleading to get these videos down Pornhub, man. Because there's videos of her getting raped on Pornhub, but Pornhub's making money off of it. There's many occurrences. The more you research about Pornhub and all these websites, and all this, or any pornification website, really, they're gonna have loads of human trafficked individuals. But how the fuck would you know, man? Do you think they're gonna do that? You think Esau is just gonna say, by the way, everybody in this is human trafficked? Don't worry. What the fuck? Because he's a wicked man. He's a deceiver. He's a devil. He makes you think everything is just, you know, it's all consensual, or it's all orchestrated professionally, but really it's not. Okay, it's not at all, man. And as you fast forward in a testimony, the same woman that got her into all this, she actually introduced him while she was a porn star. This Samantha woman, the woman that brought her in as a porn star, she actually introduced him to this man. Oh, let me get this thing up real quick. Okay, so this is a news article from BBC News, and this is around 2016, right? Steve McAllister jailed for forcing teens into prostitution. Okay, so that's him right there, the Edomite devil. Okay, it says Steve McAllister made his victims carry out appalling acts through fear. Right, and she's given that testimony that he would abuse them, he would do crazy mind control games, he would make them sleep deprived and rape them. You know, she said there was time when she wasn't even sleeping for like 5 days. And all that sounds very familiar, man. Think about, you know, Project Paperclip and all that stuff, or whatever it's called, Operation Paperclip, something like that. Basically, Monarch, the Monarch programming, the MK Ultra period around 1952, I think. You know, when I think Ewan Cameron, he was the head of the psychiatric department at the time of America, and they was doing these type of things, sleep deprivation on people, and then mind control them with electroshock therapy, all this stuff, man. The wicked do this, man. All right. If you just, you know, just a little news flash for you, if you just cannot get it yet, the world is given into the hands of the wicked. And that was actually the verse I was going to pull out just now. Okay, because when she's talking about what this man would say to her, the stuff he would say, oh man, he literally admitted he was part of the Illuminati, according to her. Okay, he said that he has connections with the Vatican. All right, that Samantha was his property and stuff. And then she was involved, and by the way, she was involved in, you know, satanic sexual rituals. Okay, so when you connect all the dots, it means that the Edomites, the ones who are rulers today, whether it be of Rome, America, the 10 horns, of course, like the European Union, America, all these individuals, they're all part of this, man. The so-called Illuminati, man. Okay, and it says well, Illuminati, by the way, just means to be illuminated, like bear light. And really, they don't bear light. They bear light on the left-hand side, but it's a false light. It's a light that's going to be put out. Let me get that first, actually. Right, this is the book of Job, chapter 18 and verse 5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. All right? The lights can be put out, man. Because this light that we have of this word, it's the real light, man. It's the light that's shining forth righteousness. Unlike these fucking devils, man. This is the book of Job 9:24, finally. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And he said it himself. Who do you think rules this earth? Who do you think's empire everything, man? The devil. he's one of the Edomites that's just prideful, man. He loves being wicked. Because he's an Edomite. Alright, it's the book of Job 9:24 again. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? All right, if not, then where's the dead? Where is these people, man? Who are these? Who's the wicked today, man? Okay. You tell these Edomites they're the wicked. They're confused as hell. Like, what? What are we doing? They're just confused. They're all confused because they're stupid as hell, man. They're docile, and really they're also liars. A lot of them are liars, man. They fucking know what's going on, man. They just don't give a shit because they think they're gonna rule forever, man. They think this world is theirs forever, and some miraculous thing will happen. And of course, it's gonna take a white man to make that happen, so-called, of course. These Edomites are done for, man. And really, man, let's just watch this video.
Nothing like, and they were linked to photographers as well who had shot me underage as well. Do you know what I mean? At the age of 17, in a way that they shouldn't have been teaching me, shooting me. Sorry, but we're in a generation where the Sunday Sport at that time was putting 15-year-old, a few years before, 15-year-olds on the front cover. Do you know what I mean? Like this.
Okay, so she's saying, again, she's talking about 15-year-olds and stuff, and people are younger, being these type of images and whatnot. But this is actually how people start. By the way, quite commonly, this is how females start getting into the pornification industry. Okay, this is how they usually start. It starts off by taking like lewd photographs for certain photography. I don't know, just taking nude photos or just weird, obscene ones, and then as time goes by, it turns into stripping, and as time goes by, someone introduces them into this, that, the other. But then a lot of it becomes what she got into, man. What she got put into, I should say. She got lured into human trafficking and being part of satanic ritual abuse. But dude, they would do crazy, horrible things, man. Okay, because the earth is given to the hands of the wicked, man. And right now, when it comes to pornography, man, people don't consider that. People just watch and they don't think, what's actually going on. But how do these people even get it? How is this all happening, man? Is this normal to sit and watch this stuff? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, and you can see in her eyes, man. She is, wow, man. You can tell a trauma when she's telling this story. It's quite sad, man. It definitely is quite sad. All right, and she's even saying things that should be obvious, but brothers don't really think like that in this world. About there'll be scenes where there'll be multiple men and one woman. She's mentioning how she saw somebody push a man off her while he's having sex or whatever, because she just wants him to stop, and he's just going in, and she's part of the scene. But and afterwards she cried because she's aware of the abuse going on in this industry. Another thing is that she herself getting abused, she just tolerated it. In fact, she even enjoyed it as the time went by, because she saw it as it is what it is, because she was a coke addict. And that's another thing, Salaki, I didn't even bring this up. Quite a lot of the time it's drug addiction. I think I did bring it up, but I didn't expound on it, because it's very, 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 very known now, at least this is, that a lot of these prostitutes, these adult performers as well, they are very, very caught up in drugs, man. Very, very much so. Alcohol, marijuana, marijuana abuse, I should say. Cocaine abuse. Fuck, that shit is prevalent. This Samantha, she was addicted to cocaine, and it obviously fucked her up. Okay, and all types of drugs, really. Heroin, oxy, pills, and stuff. All these things, because that's how they make themselves docile and just feel very prepared, I suppose, to go through something like this, man. Because the pornography industry is a fucked up place. Okay, and it's a big time, man. Let's be real, man. It's the biggest, most successful weapon Esau has today, and Esau's blessing is the sword, man. Let's get that scripture. All right, this is Genesis chapter 27, and we're gonna go down to verse 40, and it says we'll go straight to verse 40, yeah. And you know what? Let's go verse 39. And Isaac, his father, answered and said unto him, him being Esau, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword shalt thou live. So Esau lives by the sword, man. That's his blessing. All right, for all you brothers out here who wants to, go against Esau with your pistol and your smoke grenade, okay? That's not gonna do shit, man. It's not gonna do anything when Esau comes through. Okay, because Esau is the one who has too many guns, too many soldiers / slaves. Let's be real, man. You ain't gonna do nothing, man, for Esau's weapon. He's his blessing, not ours, man. Our blessing is not the sword, man. Okay. And really, we have a better sword, man. This word. That's what we should be having faith on, not a gun. Esau has too many guns. We can't outgun Esau, man. All right, and listen, man. This pornography thing is a weapon, man. Used, and Esau it's his most successful weapon as of now, because enough people go on these porn websites, man. I think it's around billion, like around 2 billion or something crazy like that is what they say within a day, man. Pornography is so prevalent right now in terms of how many people just suck up into it and don't give a fuck, don't care, don't believe it. There's many, or they just caught up in lust. There's brothers who, even myself, by the way, myself, I knew what porn was like, but there was a time when I was just, I'm just so lustful. I just had to do it. And I was going through a lot of lustful problems where I wasn't even caring, man, because I just had to do what I had to do. And then the shame comes, all right? That's when the shame comes. So, but, that's why we got to repent heavily, man, not get caught up in Esau's snares. Have all this information in the back of your mind. Just always remember that if you're literally letting Esau take a sword and use it against you, okay? That's what this porn shit is, man. It's just a weapon against you, man. All right, it's the book of Job, chapter 20 and verse 27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. See, right now, the earth is revealing its iniquity, man. Okay, you can see many testimonies of people saying, there was part of a satanic ritual abuse cult, and the elites are involved, all the politicians, the Vatican. All right, there's too many people saying it, but motherfuckers just don't care, man, because they love Esau, man. All right, the heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. When the day of wrath comes, the day of vengeance, all this stuff that they work for is gonna be nothing, man. It's gonna be withered away. Okay. Verse 29, this is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Most High. Okay, perfect. That's the heritage, man. That's what's going to happen. Their inheritance is zilch. This is Malachi 1 and 3. And I hate, let's start verse 1, slack. Malachi 1 and 1. The burden of the word of Yahweh to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith Yahweh. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains, which is going into his empires, his kingdoms, his dwelling places, and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. See, that's what it is, man. He's just going to be destroyed forever, man. Everything he's worked for is going to be just gone, terminated. Because it has to be, man. It has to just go. This place has to be done with, man. This place has to go. This place has to go. Okay? Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. See? Esau, in the amount of times they've just built their kingdoms and stuff and just had in their head, they think, we're going to keep building, man. Let's read it. Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom Yahweh hath indignation forever. Right? So let's get this border of wickedness, right? Let's see what the word border, it might be Naquap. Let me check. It's 𝐤𝐤𝐤𝐄, okay? Which means a border, a territory, a region, okay? So it's basically the region of wicked. Basically, Esau is the epitome, the ultimate dwelling place and habitation of wickedness. That's what Esau's habitation is. That's what Esau is, man. The ultimate level of wicked in this world today. Okay? As well as the women. I don't even know, that might have been an Edomite woman who got her in. I won't be surprised. At the end of the day, women, man, these women are evil as shit. Let's get scriptures on that. Because don't forget, she said that the woman was the one who brought her in, man. This is the book of 𝐤𝐿𝐿 or Sirach, chapter 25 and verse 19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of the woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Okay, man. Simple. It's just deal with it, man. I know a lot of you are hurt already. Oh my God, how could you speak about the woman like that? Because the Bible says it, man, and also because we through the spirit power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we have eyes to see, man. That's so clear. These damn women are wicked as hell, man. They don't even give a damn that there's human traffic women out here. You know? For all I know, I'm not saying it's true. Excuse me. For all I know, I'm not saying I know for sure. I know it's true. But this sister here on the who was interviewing Samantha ZZ Mills, for all I know, she might just not give a shit. Okay? I mean, I don't believe that. Okay? But there's people that will hear these things and they just don't care, man. Especially Edomites. They just don't give a fuck. Because they just believe that they can get away with anything they want. You know, in this world, they practically can, man. Because this dude, Stephen McAllister, he got sentenced to 8 years, but for good behavior, he got out in 4 years. 4 years this motherfucker got out of jail, man. What the hell is going on, bro? God damn, that's crazy.
And then when I was 18, I took that path into the adult industry.
So when you say the adult industry, what do you mean? As in like porn?
Yeah, I was on the top end. I was on, I guess, I was on the top end level. Like I was shooting for the best companies. I was being flown around the world. I was on billboards in Australia. You know, we was on private jets. Like I was having shoots in mansions. So I did movies. I won a fucking award, mate. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't put it on my CV, like, but adult actress of the year. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and it was all set up anyway.
So
Okay, so that's just the thorough little history of how she got. Well, what I found interesting was that very last statement. It was all set up anyway. But yeah, you know, the word itself, porne. We should get the word porne real quick. 1 minute. Let's read the verse beforehand. Revelation 17:2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of a fornication. Okay, and that's going into all nations, going after the philosophies and doctrines of America. Everyone wants to take part of the merchants and the money system and everything. This is now the word for fornication in the Greek, and the word is porneia, okay? And this word means adultery, fornication, homosexuality, basically sexual immorality. And then it goes into spiritual fornication, the worship of idols and whatnot, okay? And that's the word, porneia, and that's how the word comes through, man. In today's that's the origin, you know, pornification, man. And that's a very important thing to acknowledge, you know, the stuff about idols and stuff, because it was satanic ritual abuse, and how these people they reverence their whoever the hell they reverence. They have idols too, man. Like, you know, there'll be backers, there'll be like you know, stuff like that. For me, I don't want to get into all of that kind of stuff, but they have idols. They worship the devil, spiritual Satan, a spirit of adversary, you know. And they're the devils too, man. They're deceivers on this earth today. Okay. Let me get back to this video.
This guy, when he disclosed himself as a member of the Illuminati, started going on a bit shifty, and it like started going on a bit weird, and started talking about the devil a lot. Started saying about him owning my soul, and then come the sleep deprivation, the torture, the constant fucking rape. Just day after, you know, sometimes I'd be up for 5 days, sleep deprived, and you know, the one time there was me and another girl, and he would be smacking her in the face and then smacking me in the face, and if one of us moved, then there would be consequences, basically, you know, for the other person. So he was constantly playing the other people off each other to make sure that if you was in any kind of despair, it was blamed on that person. He started to just get really dark, and you know, started to sorry, I'm gonna go in on this, okay?
Take your time as well. Like, don't feel like you have to rush anything. Just take your time. And
thanks, babe.
If you want to say I don't talk about it anymore.
No.
It's totally like, do you get what I mean?
No, I'm grateful for that, but I've done this, and I take myself there every time because I want people to understand. They're going to relate to me if they've been through trauma, and they need to know how real this is. So this guy started openly talking about paedophilia, bestiality, telling me if I fucked up, he was going to get me to fuck a dog. Like, if I fucked up, he was going to get 8 of his man to come through the door and bash me in. You know, saying things to me like... Okay, so one of the worst things he ever said was when he was like raping.
So I'll just stop it there. So you know, there's a lot of mind games and abuse and everything. He disclosed himself as a member of the Illuminati, as she said, sorry, and he he was even going into pedophilia. And look, that's associated. He said, sorry, he in this video, she mentions how he mentions the association with the Vatican. What are they very known for in the well, what are they known for by those that fucking read? Is pedophilia, human trafficking children. Bestiality is another thing she mentioned. Really, Esau is just profane in all ways. Like we read it, man, the border of wickedness. And this video is a good witness for that, man. Okay. This is Habakkuk 2:5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people. Okay. Esau, you can't be satisfied with just rape or blood, from children and whatnot. You used to go all out, man. You used to make it a whole industry. You used to keep pushing it, daily and shit. And he heaps all people onto him, because he wants all people to look at him as the master, man. And then whoever takes the RFID microchip, they've submitted to that, because that's the mark of the beast. That's the cutting of that's the cutting, which is the charagma, the etching, a mark put upon you, which shows that you're branded, your property. All right. And this Stephen McAllister guy, he put a 666. He tattooed that on her finger, man. Okay, on this Samantha's finger, and said that she was property, she was cattle. And I'm not gonna get into it too much right now, but when you go and learn more about the Monarch programming and stuff, Project Monarch or whatever, Project Butterfly thing. I don't know exactly how Monarch is definitely one way to say it. Sorry, Monarch programming and stuff. They would actually put tattoos and stuff on certain women to make them marked as property, and that was a stamp to show that they were part of the Monarch programming, which is MK Ultra, electroshock therapy, all that shit, man. All that crazy wicked shit Esau do. But that's that. I'll end it here. Really, I didn't really plan this video go through many scriptures. I just wanted to share this video and just to put light upon Esau to make him more bare, so you can see how wicked this guy is, man. And this should bring more clarity about the porn industry itself, because I admit it as well, man. I had a big problem with pornography, man. It's shameful as hell, man. And brothers will go through that, And Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai, it all just eventually it's like fuck all this, man. Fuck all this bullshit. And that's how this video I wanted to make. I want brothers to have that feeling as well, and sisters, to feel like this is giving more light into how fucking wicked Esau is, and how we can't put ourselves in or immerse ourselves into his things, man, because then we're just gonna make ourselves filthy. And we're supposed to be, is the word even immersed? Is it emerged? Basically the word baptized, man. All right, we gotta be baptized in his word. Psalm 119 and 9. Wherewithal shall a young man cleanse his way? By taking heed thereto according to thy word. All right, so you be cleansing this word, man. And when you go off into these other things, you're going off into Esau's BS. When you're, watching pornography and stuff. Now, behind it all is human trafficking, torture, abuse, satanic, ritualistic customs from worshipping idols, doing witchcraft and sorcery. And it's all behind the scenes, man. And it's all being revealed. All right? But with that, I'm going to say, Kal Fahalif La Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, 𝐤𝐿𝑋 𝐤𝐷. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught me this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopefully elect scattered across all nations of the earth. All right, Ahab Rabah, Shalom, Mawaf, Lababal.